leave the land. Treachery, vanity, loitering, and worse. They are their own worst enemies. These fuckers don't need no cause. Authors and dragons. Authors and dragons. Their powers combined, a group of fantasy authors take on a sadistic games master. Will they survive? Prepare for adventure. Authors and dragons! Authors and dragons!
Hey everybody, I'm John Hartness, and I'll be playing the role of Fandango the Fiery. I had something clever that I was going to say there, but my cat's asleep on the desk and he's so goddamn cute, I got distracted. So I have a new book out. It's the 8th book in the Black Knight Chronicles. It's called Lady in Black, and it is available everywhere by the time you hear this. So get out there and buy some shit so I can feed this fat-ass cat on my desk.
I am Joseph Brassi. I play the role of Bjorg Bjornsson, enthusiastic and violent barbarian. I was an author on the Mongoliad books. My novels Skyfarer and Dragon Road are available from Angry Robot Books, and I am the author of such non-existent titles as Boogie Whites, the story of one undead monstrosity's attempts to win it at disco.
Hey everyone, my name is Rick Gualtieri and I play Silas Kane, mighty paladin of something in my throat there. In real life I write several things, but my latest book, which is Bill of the Dead Adventures 4, Blinding Justice, is out there. And since I stupidly launched it on a weekend I was going to the con, it could really use some love. Actually, it's doing fine, but it can still use some love, so just forget I said that whole doing fine thing.
Hello, friends. My name is Robert Bevan, in the role of Klaus Richter, the notorious rogue. In real life, I write the Caverns and Creatures series of novels and short stories, starting with the first book, Critical Failures. Also write many of the Shingles books, including the last two, Whiz Kid and Pearls Before Swine. Go get those. Enjoy.
Hi there, my name is Steve Wetherill and I play Brandon Thighmaster, or should I say Brandon Bootymaster. Yeah, I should say that. In real life, I write the Doomsayer Journeys with Falstaff Books, the latest installment of which, The Endless Adventures of Hand and Strike, is now available.
Hey everybody, I am Drew Hayes, the soft current that fans the fires that are burning atop this ship of a wreck. And also the Dungeon Master, and a writer of books such as NPCs, Superpowers, and Fred the Vampire Accountant, the latest of which, Out of House and Home, will be available on June 23rd in ebook and print, and the audiobook will be available on August 31st. Tantor just reached out to me today with that information, so I'm announcing it here for the first time. Huzzah! And when last we left our intrepid adventurers, they were standing on a boat on fire in the ocean. So that is a choice. And they had successfully killed a cloaker, and they had at least hit some invisible stalkers.
We killed one.
We killed the visible one.
Yeah.
And
So again,
I might have killed Silas, but I made them all better too.
As far as I'm concerned, everything's under control.
Well, why don't we see just how under control with a jump to Bjorg, who I believe is under deck currently.
Bjorg is on deck, where it is
Right.
very much not under control. Klaus and I are having a very reasonable time beneath the raging inferno.
Okay, you two are the ones who are scooping the treasure. That's right. All right. So Bjorg, you are on top deck. There is fire everywhere. You are just outside of it, so you're not starting with damage, but you are not feeling like that will be the case next round, because it's moving.
Bjorg is going to move diagonally one square this way, and there's no sign of the enemy.
The invisible stalkers? No, there is no sign of the invisible stalkers.
All right, well, Sword's remaining out, and he's remaining alert. We should, leave.
All right. If that's all you want to do, you might want to consider taking the dodge action.
Yeah, I'm going to take the dodge action, yeah. I'll do that.
All right. So with the dodge action, you now, attackers against you have disadvantage. Silas Kane. You are also standing next to the fire.
Well, I can't really see anything here other than burning ship. So I will head over to here, and I guess how high up am I?
I think we said that these were like 10 to 15 feet up. Maybe
All right,
20.
well, then
somewhere
I
in
will
there.
just take a second move and jump back into the boat. Our boat.
Okay. Do you have anything that negates falling damage?
His ankles.
I have the power of my faith.
All right. Well, it's 1d6 per 10 feet, so even at the low end, it's at least a d6.
Well, there you go. You're at 7 hit points or something like that, so that should be fine.
2 damage. And Silas has taken his damage. So, Klaus, it is your turn.
I would like to grace my sack with as much booty as it will hold.
It's kind of just a question of how much you can shovel in your rounds.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. I was just trying to make it sound dirty.
Just being poetic.
Let's see.
Being a character, Drew.
Gotta keep the
You're
romance
just talking
alive.
to yourself as you're putting... Yes, my delicious
Yes.
sack.
Brandon will say, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Talking to Ron Weasley Jeremy.
Still perfectly in character.
Just pick up the coins. Don't make this weird.
Let's see. We'll just do a d10.
Klaus rolls a 7.
All right. You managed to shovel roughly 7,000 gold or equivalent. Some of it's
Jesus.
gems, some of it's like, I don't know, fancy silver candelabras, but like you get about 7,000 worth into your bag.
General loot.
I will not be taking a movement action.
I'm shocked. All right, Brandon Thighmaster.
I didn't see Silas dive headfirst into the boat, so I probably still think everything is being nicely managed up top. So I'm going to get to shoveling.
Give me a d10.
9.
Wow, with your dexterous monkly muscles, you managed to speed shovel 9,000 of gold worth into your bag.
Just say, Klaus, see, if you spend less time talking about your dick and actually doing something, you get better results.
We shall see.
I like to imagine that Brandon burned like the equivalent of a flurry of blows on just speeding up his hands to get more treasure grabs.
Well, why not if you can?
I thought monks didn't value worldly possession. Different monks.
Think of all the body oil you could get with that money.
Exactly.
Fendingo, it is your turn.
All right. I want to move forward 10 feet. Hang on. Before I move, I can't really see enough to jump down to the underdeck, can I?
Not really. You can jump to the water and then climb up onto it.
Nah, fuck that noise. I'll just walk forward about 10 feet to the edge of the flames, cast Mage Hand, and scoop up a bunch of treasure.
What's the weight limit on Mage Hand?
10 pounds.
All right.
And 30 feet range. It can move for 30 feet, which is why I moved 10 feet forward.
I'm not the first person to ask this. Okay, well, let's figure out your hard limit real quick. Alright. Roll me a... Man. I almost just want to give you your max, but there is a chance you could roll lower. So, roll me a d5.
2.
Alright. You get 1,500 gold.
Okay.
Because that is the most Mage Hand can lift.
Alrighty. Also, I will shout out, guys, the fucking boat's on fire. Time to move.
Bjorg!
Much like my member, heat rises.
Wow.
Oh, I'm picking a different treasure buddy next time.
Now I want to jump in the water. Not Fendingo. Me.
Jumping down and grab it. They're grabbing lots of gold, so we should have some. Our coffers should be nice and full. It's not going to necessarily be helped by me like grabbing more.
This is you assuming that they're going to tell you how much they grabbed and share.
You can make that assumption about one of us, probably.
Right.
I was going to say Bjorg is trusting. Remember.
Valid.
Bjork is also capable of beating the shit out of anybody who lies to him.
Yes, that is also true.
That is part of his trusting nature, I should imagine.
I trust that you will behave trustworthy, and I trust that I can punish you if you do not.
You short the man who stands between you and swords at your own peril.
I mean, so do they. They want their... Ideally, you want your big tanky men to be blinged out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with the meat shield.
I assume these tiny, fragile people won't lie to me. That would make sense.
All right, so yeah, Bjorg is going to check, and then he's going to make for the boat.
Okay. Roll, or I guess track your movements, and then tell me how you...
Oh boy. Can I walk along this mast thingy here?
The mast is attached to the lower section, so you can jump down onto the mast. It'll take damage, and there will be an acrobatics check, but you can absolutely give it a shot. It's just not on the same level as you.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a clear path to the boat that doesn't involve having to make a ridiculous leap.
I mean, you can drop and swim, but...
Just run straight past me.
That means going through the fire, doesn't it?
How often do I set you on fire?
You can move through friendly occupied squares. You just can't stay there.
Okay.
It's assumed that your buddy will, turn and let you by.
Yeah, Bjork's going to go this way, down to here, and then over here, and then into the boat.
Boy, oh boy. Okay, jump into the boat. You're not raging, because you're not attacking, so you
No,
take this.
no, not
And do
raging.
you have anything that negates fall damage?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, 5 damage
Okay.
as you crunch into the boat. Boop.
Whoomp!
And boy,
I am here!
that might have been... Well, we'll just see how this plays. First of all, the fire is going to grow, because no one has done anything to stop it from growing.
I don't think that's any of our departments.
No.
We're here to start the fires.
I mean, also, getting this thing on fire and the fuck out of the way was kind of the whole point of going over here.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's spreading.
We're stupid.
I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying you're on fire.
I'm just saying, Fendingo's gonna be starting fire. And
Ow, fuck.
while we're on that one, Rick, evens or odds, buddy?
Evens.
Sorry. Okay. All right, and he is going to have advantage on this one because you definitely have entirely forgotten that you're here somehow. Wow. All are misses in the exact same way. All right.
Did you feel a breeze?
Rick, you feel like some weird wind whiffed by you or something? Who knows? All right. Brandon, evens or odds?
Evens.
All right, you are also getting this one.
Uh-oh.
I don't think you had anything that gave you advantage, so he is going to have it. At 20 and a 12.
Ooh, nat 20 definitely hits.
All right, you take 11 points of damage
Ow.
as a unseen invisible stalker slams into you.
Oh, man. Klaus, I thought you took care of this.
And oh boy, this one's on Fandango. All right, Fandango, evens or odds?
Evens.
Evens. That one is odd. Oh boy. Well,
Uh-oh.
Bjorg,
Yeah.
evens or odds?
Odds.
And it's even. So another round of attacks at Silas.
Oh, shit.
This is the one that Fandango knocked out of position with his Thunder Wave, putting it pretty much right between you guys. But you know what? I think 2 17s will still miss, because Silas has excellent AC.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Getting breezy over here.
Ooh, does this mean I have any awareness of where it is?
Do you have anything that grants you non-visual sight?
No, but I'm assuming the attacks come from somewhere.
He's just pulling a reverse Three Stooges at a minute. He ducks down to tie his shoelaces. Something whiffs over his head. Stands up. Something whiffs where his head was. It's hilarious if you could see them, but we can't, so it's not.
You have a vague idea of where they came from, but that in no way means you know where they are now. So you just know the directions that Silas dodged from.
Okay.
Attacking Silas will probably get you in the vicinity.
I mean, you can always try at random. Klaus pulled off a hell of a shot last game with that bullshit.
That's true.
That was crazy. I still can't believe that thing. Well, Silas Kane, it's your turn to respond. Send back a little pain.
All right. Well, first, as a free action, I'll say to Bjorg that it's a glorious day. Our friends have finally realized what filthy sinners they are and decided to stay behind and burn to hell.
That's pretty much exactly what's not happening.
And then with that joyous thing, I will take 2 shots at what I sense to be the nearest invisible stalker, and I will use a branding smite should I hit. So the next time you hit a creature with an attack.
Okay, I guess, pick a... Well, how did we do this with Klaus? Roll a d8. Wait, no. We did a 10, and we did...
They both attacked me, so don't I have an idea of which direction?
You know which direction they were when they attacked you.
Okay.
People can hit and move in D&D.
People that are smarter than us is what you're saying.
You can shoot in exactly the direction one of the attacks came from, or you can shoot kind of at random.
I have two arrows, so one will go in the direction that they came in, and the other will go at random. How about that?
I'm trying to remember the rules on splitting targets, but yeah, I think as long as you declare it, that's fine. Pick a number between 1 and 10 and give me a d10 for the second one. I forgot the first part of that.
Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 10. Okay, I'll say 6. 7.
Okay. You can roll me 2 attacks. No advantage or disadvantage on either.
All right, 25 and 23.
All right, that nat 20 destroys the shit out of the rock that you aim at. I mean, it takes a chunk out of it.
Fuck you, sinful rock.
I mean, it's kind of got a hole in it. It does look like you fucked it with the arrow a little bit.
The church has always had a tempestuous relationship with rock.
I feel accomplished. So I will, hold on, I have a move action, so I will step closer to Bjorg. So therefore, if we have to punch each other to death just to make sure we get this invisible stalker, it's okay.
All right, Klaus.
I would like to shovel more gold into my sack.
All right, D10.
4.
That is going to be 4K. Any move, or you stay in put?
Every day I'm shoveling. Stay and put.
All right, Brandon Thighmaster.
Well, Fandango has said it's time to go. I've just been attacked by something I can't see. So I will say to Klaus, come on, man. Time to go.
I got more gold than you.
Mission accomplished, apparently.
Are you doing one more shovel for the road, or are you...
Oh, no, I've got 15,000 gold. I don't need anything. I got a sweet ring, pretty much maxed out on the amount of clothing I will tolerate. So, travel light, move fast. Get on the boat.
And you have the ability to run over water, so no issue there. I'm going to need you to show me your path, though, Steve, since y'all have an enemy in the vicinity.
There we go, right.
And you are okay.
This boat seems nice and peaceful. Nothing going on here, guys.
Brandon jogs across the water and hops into your boat.
I'll just say, waiting for Klaus and Fandango to burn to death.
Oh.
Working on it.
Funny you mention that, Fandango. Since you're starting in the fire, and the fire has gone up in intensity, that's a 5 fire damage.
Ow, 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 ow. Fuck. So that sucked.
Not too late to repent.
Yeah, Torag loves me best. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm gonna run to the farthest point that I can, and then I want to jump towards Bjorg, screaming, "Catch me, big guy!"
Okay.
Oh, god damn it!
Warrior instincts kick in. He just kebabs Fandango.
Do you try to catch him? Do you try to get out of the way? Do you try to smack him with your sword like a baseball bat?
I'll try to catch him.
All right. Are you dropping your sword, or are you doing a one-handed hug on this one?
I'm not very big. A one-handed hug should be fine.
One-handed hug.
All right. Give me a dex check, but I think I'm gonna have to give you disadvantage for being in a rocking rowboat and catching him one-handed.
Wait.
All right.
How do we know he's not an invisible stalker?
Well, that's a 7, so...
Because I'm not invisible, you dolt.
That sounds like something an invisible stalker would say.
Torag loves me best.
Bjorg, roll me a strength check.
Strength check, okay. And that is a 22.
Okay, so Fandango leaps off, and Bjorg steps forward and swings his arm to try and catch Fandango, and he just does not land it right. The boat kind of moves forward and shifts his angle, and he ends up just kind of smacking off Bjorg, who stands resolute like the barbarian wall that he is, and Fandango splashes down into the drink.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Torag still loves me.
I guess you could probably avoid falling damage, though, because you sort of hit a fleshy thing and then hit water. It was only 10 feet.
It's okay. He's getting arrow damage next round.
First time Bjorg has ever been called fleshy.
Well, that's what you get for being all those pounds of mountain muscle. All right, speaking of, Bjorg, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to haul Fandingo out of the drink.
All right. Use your action to lift Fandingo and set him down in the boat.
Yep.
Any movement?
Thanks, big guy.
Nope, stand in the boat.
Okay.
Okay, head count 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's everyone.
Let's start rowing.
Let's see, 1d4, speaking of. So we're just going to go down this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, starting with Brandon at the top. 1, Brandon, you are getting some invisible stalker attention.
Why are they so obsessed with me?
Because you're not invisible, so they can see those badass abs, yo.
Yeah, they're just jealous.
22 and a 21.
A 20. Yeah, they both hit.
All right, that's a 13 and a 10.
God damn.
Time for invisible stalker number 2. 4, Fandingo.
Fuck.
19 and 20.
Yeah, that's gonna get there.
That is a 11 and a 15, respectively.
Fuckity fuck fuck fuck.
And of course, Klaus, as Brandon is gone, there's no need to roll for you. 14 and 19.
Pretty sure one of those hit. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the 19 hits.
10 bludgeoning damage.
Ow. Dick. I'm trying to do something here.
And on that note, actually, Klaus, roll me a perception check. Okay, you got a 13. We'll play it out on your turn.
Yeah.
There's only one thing left to do, so I grab the oars and start rowing us back to the boat.
Okay.
Our ship.
Give me a strength check. Or actually athletics if you have it.
17.
Okay. Yeah, you are, you get a commanding momentum going right off the bat, and you are able to start moving the boat pretty handily.
I sure am glad we all got off of there.
So let's say, yeah, you're just starting up though, so you do have to build a little momentum, so we'll say you only get it 10 feet. But you have gotten it going now, so it will be easier to move.
Sure glad we didn't leave anyone behind.
Klaus, you, with your perception check, passively realize that the fire has begun creeping down the walls.
Oh, dear. One more shovel.
D10?
That is a dedicated motherfucker.
It's that exploding tavern all over again.
Shit. 2.
All right, you get 2K. The smoke is making it harder to see and grab coins.
All right, I'm getting it. I can quit anytime I want.
All right. Would you like to use your movement, or...
Oh, yeah, probably. That's a good idea. All right, I will prove that I can quit anytime I want. All right, this beam going from... The diagonal beam, is that going from where I am, or is that on the upper level?
That's the mast, and that is on the lower level. That's floating with the rest of the lower level stuff.
Excellent. I would like to run up it.
All right. First, I will need an acrobatics check, since balancing on that does... You take an attack of opportunity since you are moving through a threatened square or out of.
Yeah.
Who knows? So 10 more bludgeoning damage. But that's not enough to kill you, so you can continue your movement.
I would like to use my gloves of the acrobat.
Okay. Is there an effect you need to activate?
That gives me, it says once per day bonus to acrobatics.
There you go. What's the bonus?
I don't know. That's what I've got written. I don't even remember getting these. I was just looking through my inventory.
Holy shit. Is this the first time you've looked through your inventory?
Has to be. 100%. Let's see. Gloves of... You sure you've got those written down right, bud?
This is not something I'd make up. Here's what I've got. Gloves of the acrobat, in parentheses, once per day, bonus to acrobatics. That might have been from a long time ago, so it might have been maybe a Pathfinder thing. I don't know.
Maybe that's it. That might be
Might
it.
have been something a guest DM made up.
Do you want to just say it gives me advantage, or?
Nope, nothing in Pathfinder either. Yeah, I think this must have been something a guest DM made up.
You found a pair of gloves that somebody had written on with a marker pen. You just assumed they were magic.
I did a Google search. I found coin of the acrobat, but that like negates fall damage. No, that's not it. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I got.
No, I believe you. I'm just trying to figure out where they could have come from, and I think John's guess is right because I'm not finding them in any source.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, a once per day advantage on acrobatics is not overly powerful, so for that eating up your glove slot, that's fine.
Okay, at least until some fan tells us where they came from and what they do.
I don't know, man. We've been playing this game for 5 years. If it ain't in the official shit.
I would have thought that any gloves you were wearing, like any magic effect, would have rubbed off by now.
Or been enhanced.
God damn.
It's like these used to be gloves of the acrobat, but someone spilled a lot of lotion on them.
All right.
A lot of lotion.
They have rubbed off, but they have not been rubbed off.
These gloves help me stick to walls. Are they supposed to? Well, no.
All right, Klaus rolls at 19.
Okay, you can successfully move your full normal movement speed. Just don't forget to track your... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because you had to get one.
I'm going along the beam. Yeah.
Yep. So
1,
just move
2,
to your full speed.
3, 4. Okay.
Alrighty.
Hello, friends.
Oh, hey, it's Klaus. He decided not to stay here and die this time.
Brandon Thighmaster. Klaus has appeared.
Oh, wow. You know, it really is inspiring to see you making these steps, Klaus.
Wait, how do we know he's not an invisible stalker in disguise?
Because we can see him too, you dolt.
That sounds like something an invisible stalker would say.
That's the joke that keeps on giving.
Only if it's an invisible stalker that knows you're a dolt, you dolt.
Well, the important thing is that we are surrounded by invisible enemies. Oh god. I'm going to attack, use both my attacks, and modify 1 to flurry of blows. So that's 4 attacks in total. And I'm going to aim those attacks in random directions.
Okay. So you're doing 4, and you're doing each one on their own. So go ahead and roll, I guess, call 1 by 1. Pick a number between 1 and 10. Roll the dice. Roll a d10. See if you get it. And down the line.
Do I have to pick different numbers?
No, you can do one number the whole time if you want.
Okay, I'm going to go for the number 4. Let's see if we hit it.
All right. 3. 9.
9 again. 5.
All right. You swing your fists in a beautiful demonstration of martial prowess, swinging through the air.
The important thing is it looks good.
All right. Now, how much fire damage should Fandango take? I'm kidding. He did not catch fire this time.
I don't catch fire. I set people on fire.
That would have been funny if you had been on fire and landed in the boat and accidentally set the rowboat on fire.
It would have been more keeping with the spirit of the show if I had been on fire, jumped into Bjorg's arms, and set Bjorg on fire.
I won't burn alone!
Fire is nothing if not shared.
Right. Sharing is caring. Wait, no, that sharing is curing. And that's going to be a cure wounds, cast at level 3.
You know what they say? The light of one burning bard being shared does not diminish it.
I don't really know what all's going on there, but I'm going to take my 21 hit points back off of my cure wounds.
All right.
Because I needed those. I was at 5.
Set a bard on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life.
Oh, wait. And as for my bonus action, I'm going to curl up in the bottom of the boat and hide as much under Bjorg as possible.
Honestly, what is that if not battle strategy simplified?
Yeah. That is what is hiding but bard enduring.
All right, Bjorg. Well, you are up, sir.
What is grief but glove persevering? Let's see here. Where was the last invisible? So there's an invisible stalker attacked Brandon.
No, the last thing that happened was Brandon punched the air a lot, and
Punched the arrow.
Fandango
Okay.
healed himself and crawled between your legs.
All right. Bjorg is gonna look down like. All right.
I mean, come on. You're from the north. It gets cold. Don't make it weird.
You better start sucking if you want the protection.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
A sudden and tremendous heel turn from Bjork.
Klaus, get in the boat!
Whoa, not me. I was talking about Fandango.
Get in the boat! We need to go!
Whatever. Fandango's a bard, and Bjorg's awful cute.
All right.
It's a thing. Whatever.
Oh boy.
So Bjorg, are you just gonna yell for Klaus?
Yeah, just gonna yell for Klaus. Keep the sword up, just generally ready.
Take dodge.
Yeah, take dodge.
All right. Well.
Having to remind me of the things I need to do to be survivable.
Okay. First one's gonna be a 1, 2, 3. Brandon, Silas, and Bjorg in that order. First one goes for Brandon. Second one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 with Klaus in the number 1 spot. Brandon taking 2, then so far down. Brandon again with a 2.
It's kind of like smoke follows beauty, except this time maybe it's pain follows beauty.
And the last one will be just for Klaus. So, Brandon, you're taking 4 with advantage. 20, 16, 21, 15.
The 20 and 21 hit.
All right, 14 and 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, not out yet, but definitely get my ass kicked by thin air in a moment.
And Klaus, 2 for you. 21 and 16.
21 hits.
7 bludgeoning damage. And roll me a dex save.
Klaus rolls a 26.
Oh yeah, your roguish dexterity makes the task of staying balanced on the mast laughable, even as you get, kicked around the head.
My least vulnerable spot.
Ah, fools, you only hit me in the thinking place.
You missed my genitals entirely. All right, Silas Kane.
All right, since these things are chasing us, and
Well, you've only moved
unfortunately-
10 feet. Bit early to call it a chase.
So since these things are chasing us, I will. I'll stop rowing and I'll take 2 random shots with once again the branding smite if I hit.
All right, pick a number between 1 and 10 and roll me a d10, and then do that again because you're doing 2 shots.
All right. First one is 3.
You got a 10,
Next one is 6,
and you got a 3.
and I got a 3.
All right, you fire off 2 shots.
Take that, Sky!
All right, Klaus, you are up.
Yeah, I should have enough hit points to take one more blow. I'll try to get on the boat.
Okay, just roll me the acrobatics to make sure you are able to navigate that. The invisible stalker does not hit with its attack of opportunity.
Excellent.
And then don't forget to chart your path, because you are entering an active battle scene.
All right, acrobatics, 11.
Okay.
Do I fall off? Do I need to chart a path? Or
Honestly, you...
yeah, the only thing I can really do is go 10 feet straight down and try and jump diagonally. Oh, wait. I did that. All right, did you see my path?
Yep, that was...
Okay,
All right. And roll me an acrobatics to land that hop.
better. 17.
Okay. You nimbly land upon the rowboat.
Hello, friends.
Brandon Thighmaster.
I'm going to sacrifice a key point to use Vigorous Sports Massage, which will heal me at 2 times my monk level, plus a charisma roll. So the charisma roll is 4. So what level are we at now? 10?
Yes.
24 points. And that'll be my entire turn.
All right, Fandango.
Is anybody hurt really badly?
Oh, if I get hit once, I'm going down.
Yeah, but is anybody I like hurt really badly? That's probably a bad idea.
If I go down, that's one less person between you and them.
Oh, if this works, we're way the fuck away from me and them. No, that's probably a terrible idea. And I may actually let that stop me for a change. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. That would be bad. I'm going to pick up an oar. I'm going to start rowing like a motherfucker.
All right, I want to be clear about this. You want to start rowing like a motherfucker with just one oar.
I'm not very smart.
All right, give me a strength check.
And I'm not, you row on one side of the boat, then you row on the other side of the boat. Like a kayak.
Wait a second. I thought you said you weren't smart.
Well, I'm also not strong, because that's a 4 for a strength check.
All right, I was trying to figure out how to angle this thing, but it doesn't matter because Fandango does not substantially move the boat in any way.
It was more, I just wanted to do something so that when it became Bjork's turn, he could just take the oar from me, look at me pityingly, and row us back to the fucking boat.
I mean, if nothing else, you've drawn attention to the fact that no one is rowing.
Yeah, see?
And Bjorg, it is
I'm
your
helping.
turn.
All right, Bjorg is going to, yes, take the oar from Fandango and start rowing.
Again, just
Give
one?
me that. Oh, no, we're not going in a circle. Taking both.
Alrighty.
I will just start rowing.
Jesus, take the oar.
It's like a shitty spouse deliberately doing a domestic task badly so they don't get asked to do it again. That is what Fandango has pulled there.
You mean like me deliberately dyeing a load of whites pink so that I'd never have to do laundry again for the rest of my marriage? Yeah. Terrible idea. Don't throw me in that briar patch either.
All right, let's see here. Strength check or athletics or roll anything?
I believe we did strength or athletics if you have it, which I'm assuming you do.
Oh yeah, I got athletics. I got loads of athletics. That is 12.
Okay.
You said loads.
It's not quite as good as what Silas managed, but you are able to restart the momentum and begin movement, although you will only actually get your guys 5 feet. But you have regained momentum, so that is a part of the battle done. All right, and that leaves us with, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. First one is Bjorg. Second one is Brandon, and there is no third. So 2 to Bjorg, 25 and 11. 2 to Brandon, 21 and 15.
21 hits.
Just assume the 25 hits Bjorg too. 11 bludgeoning damage to Bjorg, 12 bludgeoning damage to Brandon.
Man.
All right, Silas Kane.
In much the same way that Bjorg grabbed them from Fandango and gave him a pitying look, I'm going to grab the oars from Bjorg and do the same thing.
I'm going to refresh you guys because it's been a few games. If you each take an oar, the strength check to do this is lower.
Yeah, but then nobody gets to look down on anyone else.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Bjorg, do you release the oars?
Yes, actually, because that means getting the sword up again, and there are invisible stalkers, and I just got hit.
Very reasonable. Plus, it gets you guys an extra round of movement. So, Silas, athletics.
Plus, I get to look down at him.
Oh, you always do that.
A 10 athletics.
All right, you lose a little bit of speed in the changeover with this technique. It's not seamless, but a 10 is good enough to keep things going, so you're able to sustain another 5 feet.
We just keep going slower and slower.
Well, you guys have a very interesting rowing style, that's for certain.
I'm really starting to think that I should have just fucking cast Thunderwave to try and push the boat off of the mast.
I'm sure that would have went exactly as well as your last boat magic action.
We wanted the boat gone, right? It's on fire, isn't it?
Let's just keep the inverse disdain to boat momentum pyramid going. It's working. We'll get there in the end.
Oh, man. So, Klaus, what would you like to do?
How high is the hull of the main boat, or like the upper wall?
The burning thing?
No. The boat that we're rowing toward.
Oh, the Shitburg.
Yeah.
God, I don't know. Much bigger and not broken down. We'll say 25
Right.
feet.
I think I'd like to shoot my grappling hook there.
Oh, yeah. You should be able to do that.
Yeah. Okay. That's just an attack?
Yes.
Okay. 13.
Okay, you are able to hit boat.
Look, does it grapple boat?
Roll damage to see if you're able to sink it in.
I'm not trying to sink the boat.
No, you're trying to kind of hook into the material of it. So damage is kind of how we. 13 is if you can hit it.
Right.
Damage is how well you can lodge it.
You're not trying to sink the boat.
5.
All right. That is enough to get a bit of a bite in. So yeah, you feel like you have grappled it. To your judgment.
Okay. All right. Well, then I will reel myself in.
Okay. I guess. That'll be a action and a strength or athletics if you have it on your turn.
My next turn, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Brandon Thighmaster.
Quite tempted to just pull myself up on Klaus's rope and then unhook the grapple. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to remain vigilant at the prow of this boat and call dodge for this round.
Alrighty. Pendingo.
For my bonus action, I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word. So that'll be everyone gets back 8 hit points. I can choose 6 creatures, so I choose all 5 of us.
Nice.
And everybody gets back 8 hit points.
And the cloaker.
Every little helps at this point.
And for my action, I want to grab Klaus's rope and give it a good firm yank to try and pull the boat along. Not that rope.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess strength check? And you're also going to have to crawl out from under Bjork's legs.
Oh, fuck that then. No, I'm just gonna fuck that. I'll stay here and hide.
Okay, yeah, there's no way for you to reach a boat, for you to reach an upward shot rope
Nope.
from that angle.
Oh yeah, no, I get the physics. I'm just not gonna do it.
Understandable.
I'm gonna hang here under Bjork's taint.
The safest place in the game.
Hey, you mass healing word. You did your part for the round.
Right. See? Silas can probably get slapped twice and not die now.
So maybe you didn't do good for that round after all. Keeping Silas more alive. All right, Bjorg, what you gonna do? You got a sword in your hand and
a bard on your taint.
Nobody was attacked the last turn.
no,
You were attacked.
You were attacked.
I was attacked. Okay, I'm gonna swipe at the direction it seems to have come from.
Sure.
Okay.
Roll me an attack.
All right, that is a natural 1 and a 25.
Roll me a d20.
That's 3.
Okay. Well, the good news is you start to feel yourself lose your grip on your sword.
Oh no!
But you do
Not in the middle of the ocean.
manage to barely grab hold of it. You swing down. You take a chunk out of the rowboat a little bit, but you don't lose your weapon.
Do I need to grab his sword and look at him with disdain next?
No, do not touch my sword.
That's what I'm down here for.
Not sure I'm comfortable with this.
That would have been funny if you'd beheaded Fending.
Agree to disagree?
Speaking of, Silas, 24 and a 14.
My 4 hits.
13 bludgeoning.
I go down to 0.
All right. So you watch Silas get knocked out.
Are you sure you should be at 15?
No, I lost 2 when I jumped off the boat.
Yep.
Oh, well, okay, so I did my part and you're a moron. Okay, fine.
All right. So that was but that is the only attack this turn. Silas Kane, you are unconscious, but you are stable because you are exactly at 0. So I guess enjoy the sleep.
Taking a nippy nap.
Brandon Thighmaster, what would you like to do?
Being ready to dodge worked out really well for me last time. They must have saw how ready I was and just punched Silas in the face. So I'm going to do that again. I will crouch protectively over Silas and call dodge again.
All right. Pendingo.
Alright, I'll cast Cure Wounds on Silas. It's a 2nd level spell. Only because it's what Torag would want me to do.
Is it though? Yeah, Torag does not want him coming to the kingdom.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Silas pops up with 13 hit points.
Oh.
Now do something useful. Alright?
No promises.
All right, Bjorg. There is. You guys are currently sitting, and the oars are unmanned.
All right, Bjorg is going to grab the oars.
Give me a strength or athletics if you have it, which we know you do.
Don't forget to look disdainfully at Silas. It's just how we do things.
Bjorg is going to look resentfully at Silas,
Man, you broke the chain.
and that's a 17.
Okay.
Call that resentment.
You are once again having to get back up to momentum, but as you do, you are able to get the appropriate 10 feet.
Gotta go.
And after Bjorg, Silas's turn. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Help row.
All right, so I will take one of the oars and only give him half a resentful look.
All right, give me a athletics.
16.
All right, adding your energy to Bjorg's, you are able to knock out another 10 feet. At this point, y'all are very close to the ship, and the attacks have ceased. So, if you would like to go ahead and reload, the ship before you is burning, and burn it does, and boy does it burn. And by the time you have all gotten back on board, stowed the rowboat, and, shaken off the terrors, this thing is more or less rammable. And that is exactly what begins to happen. As the sails unfurl, the Shitburg starts to move, and you are all heading out to adventure once more. Now, before we end the game session and cut away to questions, which, of course, you can all read at facebook.com/authorsanddragons, or the Patreon associated to the Discord at patreon.com/authorsanddragons, I do want to take a minute and just check with everybody. What did you grab? What did you get? Let's take a moment. This ran over 3 games, so does everybody know how much loot they grabbed? Do they know if they have any items or anything?
Fandingo grabbed 1,500 gold. And who was initially wrapped up in the cloaker?
That would be Bjorg.
Okay, Bjorg did get a pair of boots, a pair of goggles, and 2 rings.
Okay, that's right.
Because that's what you got when you got wrapped up by the cloaker.
Okay.
That's post-it note's been sitting on my fucking desk for 6 weeks.
Pair of boots, pair of rings, and pair of goggles.
Brandon Firemaster managed to grab 15,000 gold, which he will divvy up at the earliest opportunity.
Yeah, so far we're up to 16,500 gold in the kitty, and then there's whether or not Klaus decides to share.
Silas was mostly shooting arrows and getting set on fire.
Klaus is currently sitting at more than that. I have been tracking all your golds.
Oh, good.
And with that, we will bring the playing session of Authors and Dragons to an end and move on to the questions, the part I already plugged. But I'm going to go ahead and run through it again to give Rick time to find a question. Because, if you are someone who wants to ask a question, you don't want to wait through the rigmarole of the Facebook, why not wander on over to the Patreon, sign up, jump on that Discord, and that's where we take our front-of-the-line questions. And, Rick, that should have been enough vamping. What do you got for us?
Well, first, our friend Shane says, my brother is in the hospital at the moment following neurosurgery. Can I get a rousing fuck you to Ben to help him recover?
Fuck you, Ben.
Fuck you, Ben.
Fuck you, Ben. And your brain.
God, what are you doing? Get better.
Yeah, fuck you and recover, man.
Live, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, fuck your nerves, pal. The nerve of some people.
Well, he should be all better by now. So, our friend, I'm not sure if it's Crystal S or Crystals, but either way.
It's Crystal, motherfucker. Come on.
Crystal S or so. She asks, oddly enough, what are each of you most looking forward to at A&D Con?
A&D Con 2021 in Nashville, August 6th through 8th, you mean? Tickets available now, you say?
Oh, the ones you can get on authorsanddragons.com by clicking on that top banner, like right there, A&D Con 2021, can't miss it.
Right, that's also where you click to reserve your hotel room, because what I'm looking forward to is hanging out with everybody at the Inn at Opryland, a Gaylord hotel, because we have a room guarantee to meet, so reserve your rooms now, because the room block closes on July 16th. So don't fuck around.
And that is also a discounted rate, too. So there is a reason for you as a potential attendee to care about that date. It's a two-way.
Prices go up.
Yeah.
Prices go up July 16th.
Yep. And that is true. We definitely will, of course, be in the bar afterward because it's a con, and that's just how that goes.
Probably one of the things I'm most looking forward to is hanging out with people Friday night beforehand. Because we don't have any official activities planned until Saturday morning, but we do have an unofficial get together in the bar Friday. Yeah, so we'll come up with some kind of party game icebreaker thing on Friday night to play in the bar and atrium area. The atrium will be set up with round tables all weekend for gaming. So, I'll bring some Magic cards, people can bring tabletop games, and those will be set up for open gaming all weekend.
Ooh, I have some weird board games I might be able to bring. That's what I'm going to look forward to.
Dude, all your weird board games involve Crisco and pleather.
No, B-O-A-R-D, not B-O-E-R-D. Different board, John. Different board.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was like, dude, we can't afford the security deposit of all that Crisco.
Who could?
I know, right?
The Friday event will not be black tie, but we do ask that everybody shows up dressed as Sorcerer the Sorcerer.
So we don't want to know what you've got a black tie wrapped around.
So I guess that's just what, Sex Crime Friday? By showing up in that outfit, I think we all go on a list.
We're building friendship and traditions, Drew. This is what it's all about.
That's what they
No,
call
I'm
that
pretty sure
shit
that's
in
a sex
England.
crime.
Yeah, the traditional A&D con collectively getting hauled off to jail. No, it's a character, a pervert wizard in a red robe.
Saturday is bail day. It's a tradition. What are you most looking forward to about A&D Con in Nashville, August 6th to 8th, Bevan?
Doing a podcast where I don't have to rely on my computer.
I think that's high on everybody's list now.
If you're talking to a room full of people, then technically there should be no technical difficulties in delivering the podcast to that audience. But
You've been to our live shows before, right?
You've met us, right? You were there for some of our live shows.
And drinking.
I know that I'm looking forward to just being around people again. I'm nervous about it because it's been a year and I've definitely got some reflexive aversion to proximity that's developed, but I'm still looking forward to it.
So you're saying hugs are okay, dry humping is not. All right, got it. Work up to humping the barbarian.
Oh man, Friday evening is going to be awkward.
I'm just looking forward to seeing everybody. So, unless that Friday evening gets awkward, in which case,
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm going to dress as Sorcerer the Sorcerer.
Fuck you.
There is an A&D con tradition kind of dating back to really Con Carolinas when we first started all gathering together, and that is the gathering of funds for a stupidly over-the-top beer run. And I do hope part of it, I'm sure we'll do that at some point, and I am looking forward to seeing a stupid picture we take on an elevator with just a Bellhart cart lobbed full of beer.
Traditions are important.
Indeed. I guess we could also do a power hour that isn't usable.
We will. Yeah, we should
Also
definitely
a
record
tradition.
the power hour with the full expectation that it will just be 60 minutes of distorted screaming.
Oh my god, I gotta go find that file at some point. That was so rough.
Isn't there one where I shot video of my ass for 30 minutes?
Again, John, I don't know what's on your personal file.
Yeah, I don't think that was the con, mate. I think
Yeah.
that was just a
I mean, I know it was a
weekend.
Friday.
That's something you sent privately to me, and I asked you not to
John,
do
we
that
said
again.
you can plug your OnlyFans, man. You don't have to dance around it.
friend of mine set up an OnlyFans page. So you go to his website and you click his OnlyFans, and there's ceiling fans and box fans, and it's great.
Your friend sounds lame.
So we're agreed. The more of us that dress as Sorcerer on the Friday evening, the higher the chance we have of evading the authorities.
It's like using decoy cars in motorcades.
Yeah.
I'm not sure your maths work out, mate.
Now I'm just picturing like dozens of people in sex crime robes standing up. I am Sorcerer the Sorcerer. I am Sorcerer the Sorcerer.
And this is my member.
It's like I am Spartacus, but with
Sorcerer
more
the Sorcerer.
I'm Joseph the Sorcerer, and so is my wife.
It'd be like Spartacus if the guy turned around at the end of it and went, you know what, arrest all these Spartacuses.
It'd be like Spartacus if the actual Spartacus was like sneaking out the back while everyone was doing it.
What happened? Oh, his identity was bravely defended by a horde of sex offenders.
God, I fucking hate convention season.
Authors and Dragons, August 6th through 8th. A horde of sex offenders.
Just people dressed up like a character who we strongly suspect to be a sex offender.
At the Gaylord.
Nuance, Steve. Nuance is important.
Marketing, Drew. Gotta hit it with the drama. The horror.
Okay.
Is anybody going to save us from this shit? Or are we just going to talk about Sorcerer porn for the next half hour?
Our friend Law Agitus, or however that's pronounced, said, I'm just curious, what are your characters' alignments these days?
Chaotic stupid.
I think we actually determined that Bjorg is chaotic good.
100%, yeah.
Though there's probably an argument to be made for him being neutral good since he doesn't actually do much chaotic shit.
I don't think someone who sprays body parts the way that Bjorg does is going to fall into the neutral zone.
That's true. Yeah, he's solidly chaotic good, I think.
I don't know. What's John Barrowman? Whatever John Barrowman is, that's Vendingo.
I don't believe in alignment. I think I always play chaotic neutral.
I think Brandon, by necessity to the Pathfinder rules, was lawful and neutral.
5 years later, we fixed that lawful shit.
He's lawful. He's just a very specific set of laws he adheres to.
The laws of the beach.
They might not travel well, but they are laws.
I'm sure in Silas's mind he's lawful good. To the rest of the world, probably a bit less.
Lawful.
Awful good. I'm pretty sure he doesn't qualify as good.
Is lawful douche an alignment?
Feels right.
Alignment's stupid.
All right, our friend Aaron Tiggy asks, it seems like most of the U.S. is under a heat wave. Not sure about England. So how do you keep cool when the temperature goes up?
Actually, we are having some nice weather in England. Probably not compared to
oh, how shocking!
Fuck you. So anyway, I sleep on the ground floor. So what I did is I got a patio door in my bedroom. So I just slept with it open last night. And I woke up this morning and the entire front lawn outside is covered in spider webs. And, there was just a big trail of spider web going into the door, and I thought, well, I probably shouldn't do that again. I might be eaten tonight. So that's how I keep cool, by inviting the spider apocalypse into my room.
Well, I just turned on the air conditioning, but whatever works, you know.
We don't have air conditioning in England. Whatever Bevan might tell you, our summers are brief and spider infested, apparently.
I will confirm that you don't have air conditioning, and that sucks.
We have a window AC unit in our house for the bedroom. But our house actually maintains temperature really well. But at night, like, we get a few 90-degree days. Like, the Pacific Northwest summer is like England's summer. It's short and less spiders and more fire.
Well, that's the secret. Got to keep them spiders under control.
Or we just leave the bedroom window open at night.
I live in North Carolina. There is no pool.
Yeah.
That is all.
Yeah, someone in Texas, there's not a version of existing down here without some form of AC or incredible willingness to sweat. So that, I mean, I'm working toward getting a pool despite all of Rick's ample, endless warnings, which I can't believe that's not part of your answer. You have a pool, man.
You fool.
You live in the
Rick
dream.
keeps cool by shouting at his pool.
I have given you warnings for 5 years. I'm like the dread prophet here, and you're that teenager who's like, oh, don't go there, Jason Voorhees. Well, we're going skinny dipping anyway.
Yeah.
Rick lives in New Jersey. There's a goddamn garbage scow in his pool.
Because you know why, Rick? Because skinny dipping is part of pools, which are awesome.
You'll learn. You'll all learn.
I mean, I won't. I literally can't have a pool. I have a forest instead.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, you have Bigfoot.
Can you not have above ground, or?
I mean, I suppose I could. I suppose I could, but it would take up most of the space. Our yard is laid out really weird. Like we have almost an acre, but like 2/3 of it is wetlands buffer woods.
I was gonna say, Jesus, yeah, acre, you could definitely find room, but yeah, them wetlands will get you.
I don't mind it because I really like it here, but
With wetlands, you don't need a pool. Like, nature provides a pool for you. I mean, it's a swamp, but whatever.
It's like a pool, but with leeches.
Yeah. Keeps you cooler because it takes away blood.
Don't fool yourself, Steve. You know, I look at my I have my building to each where all pools are leeches.
Rick is the king of summer.
Check back in a year for Drew and Rick talk pools with actual context.
Just got to start a new podcast about how much they hate pools together.
Oh no, it'll be in a one because I still theoretically love them. I don't have one yet. We'll see if I turn. I don't think it's going to be that quick. I had a pool when I was a kid for a little while, and man, having a pool in Texas is just the fucking best.
All right, I got to ask a question, Drew.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Rick
Serious
hated
question,
pools before he bought one.
Are you planning on taking care of the pool yourself, or are you going to hire somebody?
Of course I'm going to hire somebody.
Then you are beneath contempt.
See, Rick just hates smart people.
Yeah.
I had a pool when I was 15, 16. We had moved to a house that had a really big in-ground pool that we used, and I gotta tell you, as a 16-year-old boy, being the guy who has the pool, that was pretty great.
See, you're all looking at it from the perspective from this perspective of, oh, I'm just the person who gets to use the pool. Oh, I'm just the person who gets to swim in the pool. None of you are looking at the perspective from, I'm the person who has to pay for the fucking pool and skim out dead rodents from the pool. No, I mean, you're all living in this. You're all living in this pie in the sky, first world, nation here.
You only moved the headstones. You didn't dig up the bodies.
Rick, how much are the pool people quoting you up in Jersey? Because mine are coming in at like $30 to $40 a month, man. It's it's not that big of a kick in the ass.
Yeah.
Well, I've technically never asked, but.
I am looking forward to next year's conversation.
Oh, that might be the most telling statement from and about Rick possible.
You idiots enjoy the perspective of a pool from people who enjoy pools. What are you kidding?
Rick, I mean, $30 a month and you might get to fuck the pool boy.
Does that cost extra or does that take off a little?
I imagine it depends on context, John. We should probably take another question. We're a bit on a tear.
Before we go too far down the road of fucking the pool boy?
Yeah, why don't we head on over to Facebook and see what those wonderful people have been asking. Hopefully not about pool boy fucking.
You think they're any better?
All right, so I have a very apt question from our friend Matthew.
That's terrifying.
Pool party at Rick's. What do you bring besides explosives?
Lube for the pool boy.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to take this one for real. I would bring my homemade margaritas. It is not a complex recipe. It just takes time. It's a third lime juice, a third simple syrup, a third good tequila. You gotta juice the limes yourself, mix it up, cook your simple syrup in advance, but you can set the whole thing up in a big jug. It's all a third, a third, a third. And man, they go down great and they're real fun on a summer day.
I'm going to go with dead bugs and a bunch of leaves.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna bring lemonade and blueberry vodka.
Ooh, that sounds like a fun combo.
Yeah, it's really tasty.
Do you mix that together?
Yeah.
I'm in. Bring
Glass
that to
of lemonade.
Tennessee.
Glass of lemonade with a shot of blueberry vodka. Really good.
See, I was thinking a glass of blueberry vodka and a shot of lemonade.
Oh,
I mean, you can do that too.
this is almost dangerously destructive to mention, but I mean, if we're talking a good summertime drink, Pinnacle Whipped on Ice is so good that you can just drink that straight vodka pretty easily. Too easily, in fact. Drink with caution.
I mean, I'll be bringing plenty of bitterness.
Rick is furious about the pool party that he is throwing.
Yeah, I'm standing there while you're like dipping your like dirty bodies in my pool and like knocking the water out, like Bob with his bugs and dirt.
Just, you gotta have just making boy soup.
Oh, Joe.
I don't know, and now Joe's not allowed in the pool.
I'll be bringing some of that as well.
I feel like that was a goddamn it, Joe.
That's a
Not as much
first,
boy
I
soup
think.
as jacuzzi is. A jacuzzi is
Ah.
just boy soup.
I don't have enough chlorine for this shit.
Disturbing.
It's a soup when you simmer. When you bring it to a boil, it's a stew.
All right. Next question, I guess.
Yes, God, yes.
Our friend Matt, another friend Matt, asked, "What's the strangest/best thing you've ever been asked to autograph or asked someone else to autograph?"
I mean, besides a boob? Because I've signed a couple of boobs.
Just
Yeah,
I
I've
guess
signed like
books,
3
books.
different boobs.
Not on the same person.
2 of them were guys.
I was going to say all in the same person.
No, 3 different people, 2 dudes and 1 woman. The toughest was the dude with all the chest hair. That was rough. That fucked up my Sharpie. It was like signing through steel wool.
I don't know. Somebody asked if they bring a mint condition G1 Optimus Prime to A&D Con, if I'll sign it, and I was like, I don't know about that.
You might as well, because I'm going to jump the line and sign that motherfucker just to watch you cringe.
Just see Rick snapping a pen. Yeah, I don't have any fun objects yet. I still at the point where I think signing a book feels really cool.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Call me basic, but yeah, I never get tired of signing one of my books.
Yeah, that's always
I
a
like
thrill.
signing books.
Especially like at a con when someone wanders by, or if like they bring it or from home or something, and you're like, all right, this is really neat.
I still have a bunch of those Brandon Fiemaster posters, which I bought along the last con we're at, and I ended up signing those for people. And they are very cool.
Steve, your answer should definitely be that fucking Temple of the Many Fist pamphlet you handed out and signed at Con Carolinas. Those were hilarious.
Yeah,
That
that
was
pamphlet
fun,
was
too.
pretty freaking awesome.
God.
And I wonder if I have any of them lying around. I should probably try and dig some of them out.
I do.
I left the stack of those at the hotel in their stand, so it looked like a legitimate like hotel endorsed reading material. I just left them on a little table somewhere.
I got a small stack of them here on my desk.
Ah, cool.
Oh, I don't think I knew that, and that makes me so happy.
I think it explains why my rental rate for Saga was so high at that hotel. It all makes sense now.
Picturing someone like bored looking through the pamphlets for tourist attractions and various bullshit, and it's like, wait, Temple of the what now?
Oh, I hope so. If I reach just one person. If I just ruin one person's day, then it was all worth it. I can't remember if we signed those shorts that we gave to the cosplay winner on A&D Con 2019.
I think you did.
Yeah, I feel like you probably. Hopefully
Yeah, I don't think
did.
anyone else wanted to sign those.
I don't think there was a Sharpie long enough.
I did.
I wonder if I should bring last year's shorts to this con. I don't know. Would it let me through customs with those? Maybe not. We're just coming out of a pandemic. We don't need a new plague.
Gold fever. If you don't get that joke, you should go check out pictures from A&D Con 2019. The year still trips me up a bit.
The year before the missing year.
Yeah. The year before the year we do not speak of.
All right, let's go out on a kind of a positive note. Our friend Mark, fuck you, Mark, says, with summer coming and things getting better, what was your favorite childhood vacation?
There was that time we went to the beach, and the beach glittered because of all the hypodermic needles. But there was this weird fucking shark, and then it all went sideways.
Don't you dare.
Oh.
I remember going on one vacation as a child. It was supposed to be for 4 days down in Virginia, and we were down there for 2, and my parents started fighting, and we came back.
Oh, man.
That's your favorite.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
No, that wasn't my favorite. That was my only.
Oh, god damn.
Which I guess by default makes it my favorite.
Probably my favorite was the 1984 World's Fair in New Orleans.
Oh.
I was 11, but I got to see New Orleans, and I got to see the space shuttle and all this cool shit. So that was cool.
That is awesome. A couple of times in my youth, we got to take ski trips up to like Colorado and Utah, and for someone who came from an ecosystem where there was no fucking way you were gonna see a flake of snow, occasionally getting to go step into that just entire different world was really a neat, fun experience.
Yeah, mine. I got nothing special. I mean, they were fun. We used to go to Gulf Shores, Alabama. Nice beach. But yeah, not an interesting story though.
I'll second Bob.
I was a kid.
Beautiful beach.
Yeah.
So when I was 10 or 11, we were living in Massachusetts at that point, but we took a trip out to here, out where we're living now, Washington State, and we rented an RV and drove across the state, starting in Spokane at my grandparents' house and then ending in Seattle. And it's actually one of the reasons I love living out here now, is I still on some subconscious level associate this place with vacation. So that was really cool, other than a medical
I went
emergency.
on quite a few interesting holidays with my parents, but I think the holidays I enjoyed the most were when they just took us to the seaside, stay in a caravan with our cousins, because they had to work and didn't want to be too far away from town. So I'd just be getting into trouble with my cousins all the time. And I remember there was one glorious summer day when we went to an arcade, and some fucking idiot had played halfway through the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, and then just left it without doing that thing you do where you just mash the button so nobody gets to continue your turn, which everyone did because we're all spiteful fucks. So we just took over that game, put in our money, and we completed that video game. And I think it might have been the greatest day of my life.
That does sound
there you
pretty
go.
cool, honestly.
That does.
Just walking around this arcade in a fairly, crappy caravan park, feeling like fucking kings because we defeated the Shredder.
You earned that feing.
Yeah, it was a nice
It's a
day.
good day.
You didn't completely earn it.
Look, man, if you beat the countdown, that's a victory in itself.
Yeah, luck is a skill too.
It's not my fault he didn't know the rules. The rules that you never let anyone take your game at any point. It doesn't matter if you only got to level 2 and you sucked. You mash those buttons till the countdown goes down. Them's the rules.
The ruthless world of arcades.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, I think that is going to do it for this week on Authors and Dragons. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back next week with a side quest, and then again in 2 weeks with another of the main games. What will happen next? Where will the Shitburg sail? Find out next time on Authors and Dragons. Until then, bye!
Bye.
Goodbye, friends.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
Fuck you, Sinful Rock.